Hi, welcome to CTS, and today we are continuing learning about computers, and we want to look at external storage devices. Let's see what we have. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of external storage devices. And number two, you should be able to state advantages and disadvantages of external storage devices. And three, you should be able to list and describe features of external storage devices. Now, what is an external storage device? An external storage device is a storage device which is not built into the computer, but can be connected to a computer. Okay? And we connect external storage devices to the computer using a USB port, okay? And a USB port is where you can plug in your flash disk. You can use the same port to connect external storage devices. Now, examples of external storage devices are external hard drives, CD-ROMs, and flash drives. Let us look at each of these. Here is a picture of an external hard disk. External hard disk drive is a hard disk drive which works the same as the normal hard disk, but it is a portable one. If you remember, in the last lesson we learned about hard disk drives, but those are built inside a computer. These are portable. You can connect them to a computer. Now, they have advantages. Usually we know them for storing large amounts of data. Another advantage is they are affordable. They're not very expensive, so people are able to buy them, and well, because they're not too expensive. Then they are faster than optical disk drives, so they're quite fast. When you connect them, you can quickly look for the data items which are there, or you can save data to them. Then they can last for years. They are usually durable. That means they can stay for a long period of time. But they also have disadvantages. They can be damaged by magnets or hard knocks. If it falls off, well, it can be damaged. It can stop working. Then they are slower than internal hard disk drives. And what that means is an internal hard disk works faster. Let us look at optical disk drives. This is a drive in which you insert a CD. Okay, you can see this. Optical disk drives are devices that use lasers to read data. So they use a laser beam. Okay, it looks like light, a laser flash, to read data from and write data to removable disks. Now, these optical disk drives, they come in different types. There is one which is known as compact disk drive, another one which is known as DVD. This stands for digital versatile disk drives, and there's one called BD. That stands for Blu-ray disk drives. So they come in different types. Now, what are the advantages? The main advantage is that optical disks are relatively cheap. You can afford them. And disadvantages are they are slow to read and write data. Okay, for you to just read or write data to read or to a CD, well, it's not as quick. Then optical disks easily get scratched. A CD, it can easily get scratched. When it gets scratched, it is difficult sometimes when you put it in a computer for you to play the music or for you to read the information which is there. Optical disks and optical disk drives do not have a long lifespan. They easily get spoiled. Well, let us look at another one, a USB flash drive. Now, this is a very common device we use, USB flash drives, they store data on flash memory. So the type of storage they have is called flash memory. It is very similar to solid state storage devices. Do you remember solid state storage devices? If you have forgotten, you need to listen to the last lesson we had. And what it is these have become more popular. People have stopped using CDs. A lot of people prefer using these. Advantages? Well, they read and write data quickly. Then they are cheap. They are very portable. You can carry them in your pocket. They have more storage capacity than optical disk drives. So usually a flash disk can store more data than a CD. But well, they also have disadvantages. Number one, they are small and so can easily get lost. And well, they usually have less storage space if you compare them to hard disk drives. Hard disk drives have more space. The other thing is they can easily get corrupt. You know, because these flash disks are small and portable, people use them on different computers. So if one computer is infected with a virus, whatever data was kept on that flash disk can become corrupt. Okay, and that is the end. Please go ahead and answer questions in the quiz section.